Good morning, good musical morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Bench, where we take you behind, above, and beyond the repair bench. It's one of those days, folks, here at Heid Music. What a beautiful Thursday morning we have. It's a little snowy here in the Northwoods, eh? But good morning, Anil. Good morning, Mad. Leah, good morning. Noodle, hello. How's everyone doing? What's in everyone's cup? I got just delicious. I got my other Star Wars cup. I've had this one for a really long time. Like a really long time. Kind of forever, yeah. I don't remember when I got it, but it's been with me. Oh, it's starting to get kind of funky on the inside. Imagine that. I don't take care of my mugs. Not my mugs, my thermoses? That's what these are, yeah. Anyways. So much coffee, yeah. I'm a little tired today. My daughter decided to wake up middle of the night and come and wake us up because she was up. That was her excuse. She says, I'm up. Like, girl, it's like 1 a.m. Don't be up anymore. But hey, what do you do? Nothing. You can't do nothing about it. You just give them a big hug. Big old bear hug. Morning, Deb. Deb says good morning. That's Grandma. Morning, Grandma. Morning, Grandma. I have to say, I don't know who all of Molly's family is watching here, but I got this wonderful thing I'm going to show off. Look at this. Molly got to go home for St. Patrick's. I almost said Thanksgiving. Same thing. St. Patrick's Day party. Very Irish family, right? So, but she came back and said, hey, my family got you a present. Look at this thing. Look at that. It's Mando. Whoa. And it's like made out of just stuff. Look at that. It's so cool. That's amazing. Thank you, Molly's family. So I got to sit right here watching my back. Watching my 6. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it was thoughtful. It's so nice. They're so nice. Well, today we have a couple things. First, yes, I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was kind of them. They're a great family. For everything I put up with Molly, it's kind of like, yeah, just kidding. Just kidding. Molly's great. I'm just kidding again. I didn't wink. But anyways. This is the way. Morning, Aaron. Morning, Tom. Look at this. Whole family's showing up. Anyways, what was I saying? Today, we are going to be working on a couple things. I promised you I would show off the tune bot, which I'm going to do today. We have a low tom here we're going to tune up, and I'm excited to show this item because if you're a drummer or if you know a drummer, this thing helps speed up the tuning process and it makes it consistent. And just takes the guesswork out of it. You can do it in environments where if you can't quite hear it, the device does. So it's a really cool thing, and we're going to be checking that out. And then I've got a bass clarinet. I know a couple people in the past have been like, hey, bass clarinet, when are you going to work on that? Today's the day. I've got one from a school, and beans, oh boys, does it need some work. So we're going to be doing that today. Also, I have a redaction. I have an apology. This is my first social media apology. Last stream, I made a mistake. When we were doing that snare repair, and I was taking the dents out of the shell, do we recall if you were here? I forgot to do a pretty big thing. My mind was a little frazzled. I had some tech issues. I wasn't thinking straight. But when I was hammering, remember I took the dowel with the head off, and I was hammering against it to get the dent out. What I forgot to do was put a piece of block underneath, something hard to hammer against. That would have prevented, if you recall, I called it blowout, but they kind of came out the other end. It's just like the dent went the other way. And I shouldn't have done that because I forgot this. I forgot the block. You put a block underneath, smaller than this. I have it over there. Now I have it over there. And I haven't stopped thinking about it. It's been bothering me. I'm sorry. I made a mistake, but I fixed it. Sometimes you make mistakes, but if you can fix it, it's okay. Anyways, I hope you all can find it deep in your heart to forgive me for the atrocities that I've committed against that snare drum. Well, he's ignoring me. Anyways, so, but don't let it happen again. Hey, it's okay to make mistakes. Just don't make them twice, okay? If you make it once and you learn from it, you can say it's a good thing. You know? Yeah, now, Aaron, now you can sleep, so. I know, I've probably ruined a lot of people's weeks. The comments were just, whew, I tell you what, but I'm sorry, we got it fixed, okay. All right, so shall we get started here? I think we're going to start with the drum, because that's what I want to do. So let's do that. Let's get it started. Let's get it set. So, and this is just I pulled this drum from up front. This is the drum that we have for sale here in Green Bay. A nice Star Classic Tama. So, this. Oh, friend, how come you're not following me? Hi. Hi. There we go. This is the tune pot. Ooh, it's pretty great. It's pretty awesome. When I discovered this, my tunings went, everything was consistent all the time, because this uses frequencies and numbers to get it to work. So, and Matt can attest to it, because Matt was also the sound guy when I was playing in his band, and he sounded terrible before, absolute garbage. Picked one of these up, and like all of a sudden I was a decent drummer. I played better somehow. I don't know. Morning, Lindsay. All right, so let's talk about how this works. So it might be a little hard to see the screen because of the light, but you turn it on, and let's see here. Oh, you know what? Let's see if this helps a little bit. There we go. So as you can see, it's got numbers. This is like frequencies on top. And then how this works is it measures. It's still on. Why can't you see it? Oh, it's just angled weird. It measures the frequencies on each lug, which is pretty neat. Well, it's just not going to let me see it. So if I tap at a lug, you can see, oh, there, 117. That's the frequency it's that's the measurement that it's coming at. Okay. Now, probably thinking, well, Adam, what do those numbers mean? A couple of other things, but first, that's the hertz that it's measuring, and it's the numbers that it's trying to get per lug. And then it also comes with a really, really cool app, I guess. So I just went to, here's my phone. I just went to tunebot.com, and it's got an app. It's a tuning calculator. It comes with an app as well. But on the website, it's as simple as selecting your drum. So I went 14-inch. I like my low toms low, so I've got my tuning preference here, and it talks a little bit about what each thing does. Okay, and the pitch, I'm just going to put default here. I like the batter head lower than the resonator, so this one is the resonator, the one that you hit is the batter. And if you just view results here we go. Tom size 14, it's the note that it's going for is an F, the fundamental pitch. But here's what's great. You have the batter head number and the resonant head number, okay? So batter head, we're looking for 116. You see that? The silly light, 116. Resonating head, we're going for 194. Those are the numbers that correspond to this right here. Come on. Oh, this light is not helping me at all. I'm sorry, folks. So we're gonna, that's a little bit better. So we're just gonna go around, if I find my drum key, and get this thing tuned up a bit. This one is the studio version. There's another one called the gig version. I actually have a lot of trouble getting that one to work. I much prefer the studio version, and I believe you can get these at Heid Music, HeidMusic.com maybe even. So all you do is you go around each lug, and it's going to give a number, and we're just going to see where we're at. So obviously we're looking for, what was it, 194. So at each tom, each lug, notice I'm not moving the tune bot, but it's still picking up each lug. pretty neat. Oh, another thing too, it suggests when you use it that you want to have some sort of mat or cloth or something underneath to remove any wayward harmonics from the opposite head. So when I'm at a gig, I put it on my drum throne and it works great. So, all right, so obviously this needs to go up a bit. So we're gonna give each lug just a little bit of a quarter turn. Turn. What was that word I said? I don't know. Still working on coffee. Now we're gonna see where we're at. There we go, now we're working better here. And what's nice about this also, and I use this quite a bit, especially when I get closer and closer to the pitch I'm looking for. And the higher drums, snare drums, things like that, this is really useful. You can filter. There's a little button here that says filter. When you push that, it's filtering towards this range. So sometimes you might pick up, it might just jump to like 300 or something because it's picking up a weird harmonic. But if you hit filter, it'll only pick up within that harmonic range. So that's really neat. Hopefully the drum's not too loud. Whoops. All right, so we gotta go a little bit more. A quarter churn. So one thing this doesn't do is we're not measuring tension. So there's, give and take on that, because the other tool we might use is a drum dial where you actually measure the tension. I love drum dials for concert percussion, timpani, concert bass drums, the big things. I don't think they work as well on things like this, like the drum set drums or snares or things like that. I think TuneBot just works a lot better. So I'm gonna actually, every time we go up, I'm gonna reset the filter so I know I'm not getting any weird harmonics. All right, so we got a little bit more to go. Whoa, look at that, 194. What's our number? 194. All right, so I hit filter, so we know that's our goal. Also, it's nice because it sets it right, well, you can't see it again, sorry. The bottom number there is where it's filtering to. Maybe it'd be better if I really do just focus in on this here. So now I go around each lug. So this is where, before I was going in like the star pattern across, right? Now I'm going lug to lug. And I'm gonna go around in a circle and adjust each one. Every time I affect one lug, it's going to affect everything else. So you're gonna wanna go in a circle a couple times, and this is the fine tuning. So that one can come up quite a bit. That one's good. A little bit down, right? Do we see the number changing per lug? This one's pretty high. I just go around in a circle and make sure everything's good. And I'm just doing tiny little adjustments on each lug. And each time, you can't quite see it on camera, but each time I'm hitting, I'm going to a different lug. Unless you hear me hit a couple times in a row, that's the way I'm waiting for it to pick up. And I think one number, high or low, is acceptable, but I'm always trying to shoot for exactly the number it's looking for. This one needs to come down, this one up. That one's got a weird, see now there's a weird harmonic, it's going to 169, that's, so now it's coming back up. Sometimes it just picks up weird harmonics, right? All right, so it's at 195, we're shooting for my filter went wrong. We're shooting for 194. I think that's pretty good. So we're gonna call that good, and we're gonna switch to the top head. Okay. How many people know that I find, like me specifically, that I fine-tune drums, or that you're supposed to fine-tune drums? I do find that especially younger drummers and musicians don't always know that you can turn it down, turn down the tuning. Usually it's always just tighter, 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 until you need a new head. All right, so I'm gonna clip this back on, same spot. Now we're on the batter head. And this one, our goal is 116. That's what we're shooting for. So we're actually a little high. I find that my preference on low toms especially is kind of slightly above finger tight. And what I mean by that is when you tighten the lugs, you can kind of just get them finger tight as I can with my fingers, and then just a little turn more. And that's kind of where I like my low toms. I'll move this over a little bit, it's in the way. Oh, it's already sounding pretty good. That I like it. Now I have a lot of weird harmonics here, right? So we're gonna filter that range. We're a little too low, which is fine. Also, another tuning tip for you. I prefer to come up to the pitch rather than go down to the pitch. I believe I think when you come up to the pitch, it actually secures the lugs and the head better than coming down to it. So I always try to go a little low and then come up to the pitch that I'm looking for. And I do that for everything, snares, toms, bass drums. When I'm playing timpani too, when you adjust, I got the foot pedal on the timpani, I always go down and then up to where I need it to be when possible. All right, so we're looking for, what was it? 116. And we're like really close, so we're gonna do just tiny little adjustments here. Just tiny. I think this might do the trick. Look at that, 116. Love it. So we hit that filter. Let's see where we're at all around. So I noticed, oh man, I really wish this light cooperated better. Here, I'll go back to this. This works better. So you might have seen, you probably didn't. This one is, oh no, it's not anymore. See, because it comes up to the pitch, I think it settles a lot better. That one's a little high, but I'm gonna let it sit because I wanna see where everything else is. Yeah. So just in this corner, I'm gonna bring this down and bring this up, and then we're gonna see where we're at. That might have affected everything else. Whoops, rim shot. Yeah, this one's measuring quite a bit low. There we go, bring it back up, there we go. So the rest of these are gonna probably have to come down just a smidge. Just a smidge. Oh, crumbs, just a little bitty. Still a little low there. Again, acceptable to be within one. I like that. That's pretty good. And that is how the TuneBot works. And that was fast. What was that? That was 10 minutes, and I'm here explaining it, taking my time. But as this drum, the other thing too I find is as you keep tuning it to exactly the same number that's on there, the head and rim and everything will settle so that it's faster. Plus, the more you use it, the faster you get. So I brought this drum to where the numbers I want, and it was drastically off, right? We need to really bring the bottom head up and really bring the top head down. Now, if I were to do this again tomorrow, it'd probably just be those micro adjustments across, and that's gonna take like a minute, maybe two. Even shorter is the more you use it. So the TuneBot, it's awesome. Pick one up. Check HeidMusic.com. I think we got some on there. If not, I'm sure we'll have some soon. So that's the TuneBot. Let's give it a lit. I have no idea what this is going to sound like through the mic, but sounds pretty good. I like that. That's good. Oh yeah, that's good, eh? Oh, crumbs. All right. TuneBot. Hashtag not sponsored. Anyways. All right. Okay. All right, folks. Now we're going to go ahead and shift gears, and we're going to get to bass clarinet. I know a lot of folks have said, oh, what about bass clarinet? I want to see one of those. I want to see one of those. So we're going to do that. And I have one right here. This is a bass clarinet from a school. This is one that it needs a lot of work. This one needs some time and attention. And the school, like most schools, has a bit of a budget. So we're going to do, I can't even get the whole thing on screen. We're going to do everything that we can to get this thing working within the budget that they have set. A big part of what's wrong with this one is we have a lot of bent keys, like a lot of bent keys. So we're going to see what we can do, hopefully get everything set back, reseated nicely, which will help folks in their budget. Wowzer, look at this table. Hi, Chris. Look at that pinky table. So this here, what I'm showing you, this should, I mean, oh boy, this should be flat. These should be even. This one, we got some work to do here. So let's get to it, eh? Chris, good morning. I don't know if I said good morning, Chris, but good morning. So I got a leak light down there. Is this anyone who's on saxophones? Helps me quickly diagnose and see what's going on. Wow. Let's see here. This will help. Well, there's your problem. It's so bent it's not even closing. So there's our first thing I like to work. I think most of our techs here, I'm opposite of what people like to do. I work from bottom up. I don't know why. That's just how I've always done it. So I like to just start at the bottom, work my way up. I'm gonna clean off this tenon though. Woo. Okay. It's a little dirty. Probably replace that cork. Does that count as a bad leak? I tell you what, O'Neill. This is a bent key to the extreme. Oh, bent Betty, bam, blam. Oh, bent Betty. What? Is it a bent key Betty? I don't know. I just heard that song recently. All right, let's get started. So I've got my wonderful Nipix pliers here. I'm going to support the key with my hand. I'm just going to grab as much of that arm as I can. I'm just going to start flexing it back, straightening it, negotiating. Hi, friend. Can you go back to where we were? So now we're at least within the realm of closing now. So that's wonderful. Wow, some of these are just wild. That's another one. Whew. This whole thing. All right. A little bit more. I like to do my key straightening with the keys on the instrument. Some folks will take it off and straighten it. I've always had the thought, and someone told me this when I was in school. When I was in repair school, there was a store in the city, and they would send repair techs. They partnered with the school, and they would send repair techs to work with us. And the lead tech, her name's Whitney, she said, you know, when you do the straightening on kind of anything, straighten it together because it got hurt together. So you might, as you straighten the key here, it might correct another issue somewhere else. And that made a lot of sense to me and always stuck with me. Whew. But this one got pretty hurt. So, all right, so now, it's just so funny to have all these leaks. All right, now, but we still have a leak here. Let's see if we can see it here. And on the side. See that in there? Hello, Adam. I see you're trying to play bass clarinet. Boy, I'd hate for something to go wrong, like a leak. What do we say, folks? We got a leak? Bad leak, go away. Thanks, Molly. All right, and this is actually just, it's the bent key. The key is now shifted this way, so we're gonna flex it back. Negotiate it, correct it. Let it sit straight. My hope is, again, this school has a budget, so we're doing everything we can to help them, is that we can get this straightened, I can get it relined up, and perhaps even reseated with the old pad. Doesn't always work, sometimes it does. But for now, I think that looks pretty good. Also, when I do a lot, like that was a pretty drastic key straightening. It was pretty drastically bent. I'm gonna come back to it because what we call it metal memory. Sometimes metal kind of flexes back to where it was. Happens quite a bit. So I'm gonna let that sit, and we're gonna see if we got Mr. Dr. Bad Leak. Did we get Dr. Bad Leak? We're gonna find out next. Oh boy, look at this friend here. That's not where it is. Here it is. Whoa. Oh, Bent Betty, bam, blam, babilga. Can we make a song out of Bent Betty and BLBLGA? Maybe? Can you think of that, Molly? Anyways, this one's pretty bent too. So let's go ahead and make that friend feel better. Let's do it together as a team. Grime stoppers. Flex, flex, flex. Now it's actually closing, and that's huge. Like the key itself is moving correctly. Because now the levers feel better, and that's great. Keys are sitting slightly better. They're still a little high here, but that's okay. We're working on one thing at a time. Oh, Bent Betty. Well, I got that song stuck in my head now. All right, so now we're still got a leak. Dr. Bad Leak and Bent Betty working together to create an unusable bass clarinet. But together, the power of whatever this is, streaming, we'll get it fixing. Whoo, wowzer, bowser. This one's gonna bend here. We're gonna replace that pad for sure though. But before we even look at that, is that severely bent as well? Or is it just a bad, I think that's just a bad pad. So we'll let that go for now. So already, if we take, come on friend. Already if we take a look at that table, much better. Not quite perfect yet. And when I say table, I'm sorry, I mean this, the way these key arms sit, I call that a table. Because you want it to be nice and flat and flush. And it looks so much better already just by fixing those keys down here. On the instrument, we fixed some issues up here. All right, so again, we straightened a lot of keys. A lot of metal got moved. So we're gonna let this sit and we will come back to it, okay? But I feel like that's gonna be pretty good. I think we got lucky on getting those straightened and sitting good. We're just missing a cork there, and that'll bring that up. And then this, missing a cork down there. Cork work will make this much better. Cork work makes the dream work. The head shake I got on that one. Like you were stunned by it.
I was.
Molly just went, what? Cork work makes the dream work. I don't know what's so confusing about that, Molly.
It's not confusing, it's just...
It just doesn't make any sense. Oh, all right. All right, so I'm gonna for sure replace this pad. So I'm gonna take it off. Hopefully it comes out. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, no issues, eh? Oh, crumbs. I need my screw board. Oh, you have it because of that other one. That's all right, I'll use a different one. It's okay, Molly. Technically, you didn't steal it. Oh yeah, I let you borrow it. Technically, I guess, not quite this, but we'll say that. All right. Yeah, so if you see here, torn leather, right? All right, my voice broke. So we'll get that replaced. Also, it's like uneven and bumpy, and I'm not sure what kind of glue is that. We'll find out. So that one we'll replace, for sure. All right, let's move on. Actually, I'm gonna take these levers off, just so it's easier to see the stack here. Plus, we're gonna have to do some cork work there, so I think we'll have to take them off. Anywees. Okay, there we go. It's all good. All right, cool. All right, now we'll be able to see a little bit better. Oh, wow. Come on. Base clarinets are kind of big and unruly, so I apologize if it's, see that pad right there? See how much it's torn? We gotta get that replaced. Unacceptable. Also, I mean, we see it a lot. So, okay, I gotta show this. This happens a lot. On instruments, there's one on the flute, one on the bass clarinet. There's other horns that have it, but there are keys that look like they should have a pad in it, but they don't go over a tone hole. So I'm gonna try very hard to show this. So if we look here, you see this one right here? It's got a pad in it, right? Well, that makes sense, the other ones do. Except if you look under, there's no actual tone hole. There's no hole there. Because all this is that it's a lever for the key we just took off. But sometimes, you know, if you're not experienced, you don't know that, you'll see that key without a pad and go, hey, what's going on here? That should have a pad in it. You didn't do a good enough job. So it kind of looks like perhaps someone just put one in to maybe appease a band director perhaps, but yeah. That's fun. And to drive the point home, when you put a leak light in, there's no light coming out of there. But I get it. I think we'll take it out though. It's an opportunity to educate and entertain. One of our core values here at Heid Music. All right, taking a look here, moving down the stack. So we have some adjustments, some regulation. But first, we gotta change this pad before we really look at anything. So why don't we go ahead and take that out? Maybe, yeah, that should. Let me see what I gotta do. Is it? Let's just see if we can get it out without taking it all apart. Participation pad. That's pretty good, Anil. Seth, good morning. Molly, Seth's here. All right, I think we'll be able to sneak these out without having to take everything off. Let's see if we get so lucky. But if we gotta take more keys off, that's fine. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Sneaking it right out. Ooh, there we go. All right, we're able to get that out. Let's see, we'll go right there. Don, good morning. Yeah, so you can see here, not an actual tone hole, just an indentation for that paddle to Push down again, that's a lever for this key here, but it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right, it's okay. That's a reference people probably don't get, except for Aaron. All right, let's see. We're gonna take this pad out the old-fashioned way. A little pokey, a little heat. Boom. Barely any cleanup. Love to see it. All right, and I'm just gonna take this one out because it's now, yeah, it was barely in there. I think it was just set in there. There's no glue. So I think someone's just like, okay, fine, put it in. That's funny. Yeah, it's funny right there. And now Sarah, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna continue on up the horn here. So I like to kind of get all the, if I need to change a bunch of pads, I like to just kind of get them all out and almost like an assembly line, work through them. All right, so we got some more bent keys up here. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Wowzer. All right. This one's tough to get all on camera. First of all, I don't think that's supposed to happen. Whew. This one's, I just keep saying it. I just keep going, this one, this one, this one. I tell you, this one. I keep saying it. But I knew it when I did the estimate. Okay, leak-wise, the upper stack is pretty good. Just some adjustments needed here. Oh yeah, we're missing a felt there. That's why. Yeah, mostly regulation up top. Missing keys, not keys, pads, sorry. All right, and the octave mechanism is, sorry, I'm trying to get this on camera, it's just hard to do. Not working. Okay, first we're gonna check, so here on the trill key here, top, so it's bent up like this, you can see. So this one I am gonna take off and I'm going to use, I don't wanna mar the key, so I'm gonna use, I've got a, I don't even know what you call it, vise, I suppose. It's actually from a drill press, but it's got an indentation on it that I find fits keys, top of keys really nicely. I put a little cloth in there to help it from marring. If I get it to where I want it to start to move and straighten, then I just kind of tap it, and it gets straight. So we're gonna take these drill keys off. We're gonna straighten this one first, and then we'll keep on keeping on, as they say, the kids. Do they say that, Molly? Not even close. Not even close, she says. Well, not even close. My name's Molly. Oh, not anymore, sorry. Oh no. Oh, beans. That's not good. Love it when you go to unscrew a hinge rod and it just turns and doesn't come out. We'll see what's going on there. I feel like maybe I should have picked an easier base clarinet for my first try. That's right, I ain't scared. All right, let's see if we can get this one hinge rod out though. Might need to, it's probably just too short, so we'll have to come from the other side. Can I get to it? Let's try. Or we've got to take everything off. I think I have to take these keys off. Whap, whap. All right. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Okay. All there's my spring hook. So now we're just taking these key stacks off because I need to get to behind that. Come on, friend. You can just come off, right? There we go. Come on. It's okay. It's all right. Fine. Fine. No, I should be able to do this. Should be able to just sneak out of there. Loosen up back here. So I think this one, the highest, lowest, whichever one you want to call it, trill key, the hinge rod is just spinning and not coming out. I think it's too short, so I'm gonna put a too short one in there. It's too short. It's just a too short hinge rod. No, not that, Adam. Silly goose. Adam, you silly goose. Adam, you silly goose. All right, here we go. Okay, hopefully if I can at least just get it. See, I think these trill keys they're gonna be in the way. But here, let's see if we can do this now. So what I'm hoping to do is just get oh, where did I put that, Molly? What'd you do with it? Oh, here it is. Just be able to push it out while I want to put pressure on the back so that when it's spinning, it's coming out. Come on. There we go. All right. There. And now we got that out. So we'll have to see if I can find a properly fitting rod for that one. All right. All that to get that key off. There, okay. Now, this is why some of this stuff takes a while, right? All we were trying to do was get this one off. This key, wow, yeah, you can tell. See how much it's angled up? Oh, get better on camera. You can see that angle. So we're going to probably right around here, get it supported, and then we're gonna tap it down. I'll have to replace that pad for sure. So we're gonna get that key straightened, and then we'll continue on. So actually I think I should reattach this one because this one was good. Ba-dum-ba-bump, ba-dum-ba-bump. Molly minute. Oh, nothing, I was just singing a song. Oh yeah? That's funny. Molly's dogs are watching. Do they count as views? Do they each have a separate account? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and straighten this key. I'll show you how I like to do that. And tighten this spring. All these little things. Tiny little things that add up to quality repair. Oh, Don. Oh, Seth. So funny. So, straighten keys, I get out this scary contraption. Whoa. Boom. It's just like a vise that I got off of, like I said, I think it was a drill press. But it's got this nice slotted head in it. And I find that fits keys really, really well. But I don't want it to mar, so I just simply put like a cloth in, and that has prevented it from marring thus far. So where do I want it to start to straighten? So first off, we gotta straighten that. So we're gonna see how it's bent on it that way too. I'm gonna straighten that a little bit. Now I know I said I usually like to straighten these on the instrument, but in this case, because it's such a long key and because I need to have it supported, I took it off and I'm using this vise to help it. So I'm just flexing it straight. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. No marring, no issues, no marks. All good. Let's see if we can do the same as we bring this part down. I'd love to know, the techs in the chat, Don, Seth, Chris, if you have a way of doing this as well. So again, this part of the key is up. I want to bring it down. So I have it secure. This part of the block has a V cut into it that fits the top of these keys so wonderfully. And I've got that cloth in there. And then all I do, take my canvas hammer, tip-a-tap-a-tap-a. Move it down a little bit. Down a little bit more, right to the arm there. I think that's good. There. That looks a lot better. No marring. We did it. At least not any more than was already there. I got a little bit on the inside, just a little. But I think overall, pretty good. Still straight looking that way. Looks a little bit more. I think I actually might go just a hair more back here, but not too much. There we go. I like that. That looks better. I'll go ahead and look at some quick comparison here. Come on. Seems to be more on with the plane, so I think that's pretty good. And we'll test it in a moment. We're going to keep moving up the horn. I'm going to pop that pad out because we are going to replace this pad, because that was a lot of movement. There was no way we're going to get that pad to set. Plus, it was, I mean, you could see the pad seat really off center. I'd like to see that more on center, better. So, more on center, better. Yeah, more on center, better is what I said. I'm sticking to it. What's everyone's plans for the weekend? You got big things happening? I actually, right after this, right after the stream, I'm going to be leaving, taking off of work, because some of you might know, I think I've mentioned it, I am the pep band director for the local university, and the women's basketball team has made it to the NCAA, so I'm traveling with, going to Maryland, I think in the Baltimore area. College Park is where we're playing at, so I haven't, honestly haven't looked into it enough to know where exactly we're going, but somewhere around there. I'll take this pad out too. So I'm excited to do that. Playing Alabama, first round, 5th seed, I don't know, could be a good game. I am, I'll be honest, I am of two minds of if we win or lose. You know, I've been traveling a lot, there's a lot to do. So it's one of those where it's like, well, if we don't win, I get to come home early and be with my family. But if we do win, I get to spend 2 extra days in Maryland, which I've never been. So it's one of those where I'm kind of happy either way. It'd be cool if they win. I don't think the girls' team has made it through the second round. They've made it to the second round. But I don't think they ever made it past that. In fact, I think last time that happened, I was actually a member of the pep band. I was a student. I think it was like back in 2010, maybe? I'd have to check. Michael's playing D&D this weekend. Love it. Good morning. Good morning, Devil Toad. All right. Let's see where we're at with the rest of this. All right, I don't need this anymore. Put this back. Is it time for a Molly Minute, Molly? You ready? You're doing some key straightening yourself, right? Today's just a big key straightening day, so. Yeah, anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Should we do Molly Minute? All right, everyone. Everyone's favorite segment. Here it comes, the Molly Minute. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, the Molly Minute. Bring!
Oh yeah. Yes, I did get a new bench. It's very nice. It's very more space than my other bench. We took all the shelves down. Actually last Thursday, right after the stream, we took all the shelves down and put up a new bench. So I have a key from the bottom joint of a clarinet. It's a veto clarinet. And the key is bent. It's just a very slight bend, so you can't see it that much. But there's just a little bent here. It's a little up or down if you look from this angle. But so what we do is we use this little key holder thing. I don't know the technical name for it.
I think the technique is called a key trapeze.
Adam thinks it might be a key trapeze. Maybe Chris knows what it is. Key holder. Yep. So basically what I do is I put it on here so the bent part is up so I can hammer it down, and I use my little dowel here and I just put it right on top where the bent part is and just tap it a little bit. I'm gonna do it again because it's almost there. That makes it straight. That's basically what we're doing. Moving metal. And it's just a little bit, so I don't think it's gonna go back at all, like Adam was talking about with his bent keys. A little bit more. And yeah, there we go. It's all straight and good to go back in the key. And one of the big things with these bent keys is when it's on the clarinet, it will move funny. So you can tell that, oh, there's something wrong. And a lot of the times it's bent. Yeah, the pad will be uneven, so I'll have to probably, so a lot of time you have to place that place. Reseal it?
Replace it?
Replace it? Reseal it, anything like that. That tool is the best sometimes. That's what Chris said. I like it. It's very much fun. But yeah, that's how I do these key bending, straightening, flexing. So yeah. And I very much like my new bench. You guys can see more of my bench now too, because I got the camera up there, which is nice. We are gonna get more shelves. Yeah, we're gonna get shelves so I can get a light. It's a little dark right now, but we're gonna get a light, so it's all nice. But yeah.
Trapeze, I was right.
It is trapeze? JL Smith Key Trapeze. There you go. That's a fun name for it. No. I like my bench. It's very much fun. I'm very excited.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, the Molly Minute. Bring! That really was the Molly Minute this time. Good job. Good job, Molly. Dings in the chat for Molly. She's doing great. All right, back to the bass clarinet. So I'm looking at the octave mechanism now. Let's see if we can, in a better view here. Here we go. So, ding, ding, ding for Molly. So the bass clarinet octave mechanism, it's a fun little thing. It's got this nice, like, you see that if you focus right here, rocker thing, rocker arm. And as you push a combination of keys, it holds one down or the other, et cetera, et cetera. So the issue here is that when we push down the octave lever, our octave pad itself is coming up. And I deregulated it, so when you push the thumb key down, this pad here is supposed to close as well. But there's a regulation back here, this screw here, that I pulled out so that I can get this key up here. But the key was bent really far up, so I've already straightened that down, but then also there's a cork missing on the back part. So that'll help this motion because it's just opening too much, allowing, again, our corked octave pad here to open. So a little cork on there should solve this. And then when that's done, we'll regulate so that we close here as we're supposed to. Right now, again, that's supposed to be closing with the thumb key right here, but it's not. And again, there's just a regulation screw right here. And that's it for this one, which is good. So why don't we do that, and then we're gonna start, and everything else looks pretty good. So, sorry, here we go. Looking for leaks. And actually we'll replace A flat? A flat? I always get this mixed up. That's the A flat. We're gonna replace that pad too, because that's leaking. And once that is done, we should, lots of corks to replace. When we start putting it back together, making sure it's sealing, and we'll just kind of work our way top to bottom now. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it. We're gonna start by putting a cork here on the octave pad, or the octave arm, lever. Sure. I want to make a modification to my bench. I have the stuff, I just need to do it. Been a little busy, again, with the basketball stuff. I've already been to Indianapolis and back with the women's basketball team, and now we're going to Maryland. But I want to make a, right under my bench here, there's space, you can't, maybe see in the corner there, but I want to make like a drawer that pulls out. Chris has cool things like that. I'm going to copy him, but I want that to be my cork station, so I don't have to reach over here, or my cork stuff's always kind of sort of out of as close as I'd like to have it. But eventually I'll get there. Eventually I'll get there. Although now's the time to do it because we have bit of capacity for work, so we have a little bit of time to make our shop modifications and whatnot, get ready for the summer. Do it, Chris says, do it. Maybe I will. So I want to show something, and I don't want it to, it's not a criticism, it's simply something happened to this horn and I just want to show it. So I want to show let's see if we can get it here. Right here. Do we see that bubbling? Do you see that? Basically what that is a lot of people use heat, flame, open flame to do pad work, which a lot of people do it very successfully. But this one here seems to have gotten a little close to the body and kind of bubbled it up a little bit, is my best guess there. You gotta just remember to always be careful when doing that, so that you don't do that, right? It happens. Everyone makes mistakes, as long as you don't do it again, right? I use a pad cup heater on plastic body stuff. I just always have, and I don't have that issue. And my daughter, speaking of issue, my daughter started saying, "Got an issue? Here's a tissue." I don't know where she got it from. And she's also been, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
You don't know where she got her sarcastic remarks from?
Who?
You.
Anyways, what am I doing? Okay, so, all right, let's put a little cork here. Just a little cork on the back part here. Here, we'll work our way down there, and we'll put a cork on there. All right, as that's drying, we're gonna cut a piece. About like this. And right there. Boom. Move that out of the way. Make sure the glue is dry. Not quite yet. Almost. And if you put the cork on before the glue is dry, it might move. Not dry, just tacky. If it's wet, it might move. And if the cork moves at all when you make contact, it just redo it. It doesn't really stick. That's been my experience. Trying to make it work, it'll just fall off, and you'll be disappointed. Boom. A little bit of pressure. Squeeze it together. There we go. I need a sharper blade. New blade. This one's dull. Molly, that one's dull. You do want it? You don't want it? Okay. All right, now we're just gonna trim the cork. I like to add a little bevel to it. Try to do it on camera, sorry. A little bevel to it as I go around. There we go. Cork on the back. Now, put it on, and hopefully that opening of the key is gone. But before we put it on, got to get rid of Grunk, the grime monster. Get out of here, Grunk.
Hey, it's me, Grunk. I see you trying to put a key on. I gotta get my Grunk all in it.
What is that? That's Grunk. That's Grunk, everyone. And that's a series wrap on Grunk. I'm so sorry. Terrible accent. Terrible. All right, clean that out. Clean the hinge rod. Get a little oil in there. I'm not gonna lie, as I've taken a lot of these keys off, I'm not sure they've ever. Grunk's been around for a while on this horn. That's all I'll say. We demand more Grunk.
What? Hey, I'm sticking around. You don't clean your hinge rods, I'm gonna get all up in there. Grunk is great.
I'm so sorry, everyone. There we go. There we go. So now, our octa key up there is one thing. But now we need to do the regulation here, because we got Dr. Badlake.
Hey, hello. You think you're done with the octave mechanism? But you're not. Dr. Badlake is still here.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Listen, I got a lot on my mind. Apparently playing evil people on this horn is helping me. All right, just so what I'm doing is I'm putting down this regulation screw which holds the arm down, or up, I suppose, to keep that pad sealed when you push the lever down and the thumb. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now when we push it down, it seals. Good. Good job, everyone.
No, Dr. Badlake. Won't be the last time you see me.
All right. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't know what I'm doing, everyone. All right, we are gonna replace this pad here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, so that's Heidi, everyone. Say hi. She comes in like a ray of sunshine on a stormy day. Okay. There's some Grunk in there too.
Oh, you found my secret hiding place.
beneath the A flat pad. All right. Come on camera, Adam, on camera. This is just a big horn. Sometimes the bass clarinets come, there's an upper joint and a lower joint. So it makes it a little bit easier to work on, but then they also come like this. One big piece, one big clarinet. Just one big clarinet. All right. Wow. Oh, grunk. Hey, it's me, grunk. Look at all that from there. Apparently, the only thing I can do with character voice is just go, hey, it's me, character voice. It's me, doctor. That's it. I don't know. I can't do anything else besides say, hey, it's me, character. That's all right. Hello, good morning. Howdy to you as well. All right, we're replacing this pad. And, whoa, dropped it. Oh, it's hot. Also, we look here. Uh-oh, we don't have any cork. Better put some cork on there. What's up, Jeeves? I've asked you several questions. Yeah, was that good? Thanks, Molly. Thank you. She's laughed at that one. That one was good. Thank you. Thanks, Molly. I'm glad one joke got through to you. All right. We got to clean this. We got a lot of grunk in here. We got to get grunk out of here. Oh, you can't get rid of me that easy. Whoa, I guess you can. Ah. It's me, grunk. Yeah, we got some more bubble in here from heat. You gotta be careful with that torch tip, that's all. Or find a different heat source if you can't. Oh, bam, better, bam. Just. All right. Now we got grunk away. Oh no! Oh. Okay. Now we can put a cork on here, put a pad on there, and keep going. Oh, Jeeves. It really was from Ask Jeeves. I was right. Encyclopedia Jeeves is. You know, 80% success rate is pretty good. All right, bass clarinet pads. Here we go. Move this aside. Take a drink of coffee. Coffee break. Coffee talk. How's everyone doing? We doing okay? I'm having fun today. This is nice and relaxing. I probably won't get this done. Obviously, I won't get it done for the stream. I may not even get it done today, but that's okay. We get it to a point. I know what's happening. Usually, I'll be gone for a while, potentially through Monday. So I'll leave myself a little note. Just a little note. Hey, this is where you're at. Although usually, take a look at it and know. But notes help. So I'll write myself a little note, set everything aside, and get on an airplane and head out to whatever. Where was I going? Maryland. I think it's Baltimore. I should probably Google that. I should probably look it up tonight. Today, this afternoon. I need to know. All right, need this. Jesus, is it your birthday today? Dang, happy birthday. That's awesome. We should come up with a birthday song. No, that one, don't say that one. That one's you can't sing that. It's trademarked, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can actually do the birthday song. Am I wrong there? But I'm pretty sure the birthday song is trademarked. Oh, is it now public domain? There's a birthday song by NoFX. Anyone? NoFX, the band, punk rock band. It's pretty good. I send it to my sister almost on her birthday. It's like, happy birthday, you're not special. You're getting older and not much better looking. I know. In good fun, it's funny. It's funny. We're all having a good time. Just trying to have fun. Right, Don? You just gotta have fun. All right, oh, so what I'm doing here, so this clarinet has a post right here for the A key lever. So I punched out just a circle of a cork. And I'm going to glue. Actually, I'm going to hold off because I need to do the other key first. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it here. I'm not going to put it on right away. I'm going to put the key on and kind of see exactly where it needs to be and push that cork in as I push the key down so it's right over that post. I want the cork on the key, not the post for this one. So that's how I'm going to do that. Whoa, whoa. Throwing my glue all over the place. Oh, geez. All right, first we're going to put a pad in. Padding on a bass clarinet is the same as padding anything else. Wait, are these my bass clarinet pads? Oh, these are the other ones. Well, let's see if there's one in here. Let's just see what's in here. That's too big. That's too big. That's too small. All right, these were the extras I got. Don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. All right, camera, don't freak out. We're still here, right? Okay. Yeah, I know. I should write a really nice note, and I will eventually, but listen, we just, you know, we razz each other. It's all in good fun. I think. It's a good song, though. You should check it out. What's a band you grew up with in high school, maybe? That just every now and again you just got to put on an album by them and just kind of relive whatever moments that music brings to you. For me, it actually is NoFX. Maybe a surprise to you, but I was in a punk rock band in high school, and I remember coming to school. I would always pick up my friend who played bass in it. I had a car. He didn't, I don't think, but we were just. I had what did I have? Was it a Chevy Cavalier? Is that what it was? Is that a car? I don't quite remember. But just this old teal car. Nothing special about it. You know, hand crank windows, all that stuff. But I bought one of those tape deck adapters for CDs. Put the tape in the tape deck. It's got a headphone jack. This might be weird to younger people, but that's how you had to do it back in the day. And he made me a mix CD that we listened to every single morning. And it wasn't a particular NoFX CD at all, but it was just a mix of a bunch of them. And we'd just be windows open, blasting it, whipping into the parking lot. It was fun. It was a good time. Pierce the Veil, Cake. It's all good. When you listen to those, what do you think about? What memory comes? What are you trying to, relive, I suppose, or I just love thinking about nice summer air coming in the windows, rolling down the highway. Good times. Far less stress back then, I'll tell you that much. Oh. Garth Brooks? Nice. Garth Brooks' band is killer, right? Pretty sure. It's just a killer band. I mean, of course, they're out there playing quite a bit. All right, so now I got the pad in. So I put glue on it like you would a sax pad or any other clarinet pad. So now we just need to seal it so we have a bit of a leak there. Let's see here. There we go. So I got my pad cup heater, which I'm going to use. It's an electrode. When I put it together, nothing happens. But when there's metal in between, it heats up. Electricity runs through it, heating it up, which then transfers the heat to the cup, the key, and it takes a little bit longer than flame or even the air torch, but I'm not burning the body. And also mine's old, so I think it's taking a little longer than even usual. And we still got a leak, so we're just gonna, hi friend, why don't you move on up there? Yeah. There we go. Sealing in the front, sealing in the back. Let's check the other side. Oh yeah, eh? That's good, that's good. No leaks. So we got that. Dr. Bad Leak's gone. Now we have Sealing Sally, our friend. Anyways. All right, so now we got that pad replaced. Now, as I said before, we are going to put this, okay, come on. The A key back on, but we got to put that cork on. So first, I'm going to put the key back on, and I'm going to put a little bit glue where I want the the cork to go, and we'll get that going. And we'll get that going on there, A1C. What was that? Oh no, I just had a screw in it. Oh, it's right here. Okay. All right. All right, here we go. Get that back on there. Ouch, that key is hot. So the cool thing about things when you heat them is they get hot and they stay hot for like a minute. Seal, kiss from a rose. Whenever a pad seals, kiss from an electrode on the key cup. Baby! All right. Come on, there we go. Not gonna lie, I didn't eat breakfast and I'm a little shaky from all the coffee. Eat breakfast, y'all. Don't do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Just taking a drink from this wonderful Heid music. Awesome cup right here. It's great. Hydration is key. It's wonderful. Look at that. It's a good cup. It's a wonderful cup. All right, so we got the key on. Now, here's a little trick I learned. Who taught me this? Tim Arndt in our warehouse location. Been with us for 33 years? 33 years. He taught me this. So what he says, and all this is a reed. This is a reed snapped into 3. So it's it's thinner. We use this to apply glue in places without having to take the key off. Now I know I had the key off when I did this, but I didn't want the glue to spread over everywhere. So all you do, instead of using the brush, which is kind of thick, and it's hard to get into smaller places, you take a little bit of glue on the end of this. Come on. You just got a little bit of glue on the end. And then you just paint it on where you want it to go. And because it's thinner, it's easier to do. I'm just gonna paint it here, spread it around where I want it, just like that. Boom, look at that. And if you wipe them clean, they're reusable a couple times. Sometimes the glue gets stuck on there. And now, whoa, I've got my cork. Actually, I'm gonna got these new tweezers finally. I've been waiting for these. Tiny little tweezers, look at that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm gonna put the cork that I have glue side up on the post, and then close the key, let go, and it'll stick to the key. Come on. Just like that. Now it's exactly where it needs to be on the post. No clicky, clicky, clicky. Bada bing, bada boom. I could have also just covered that whole key with cork, but this is, you only need that one spot. Saves a little bit on cork. I think it looks a little cleaner sometimes too. So that's why I do it. All right. Kissed by a ceiling pad on the clarinet. Doo-doo-doo. Do you know that song even? Kissed by a Rose? You don't know that song?
No, I do know that song.
Okay. Whew. We were about to have an issue. All right. Let's see. I think the next thing we're going to do is put this key stack back on. So I don't think we had any issues with leaking here. Let me go ahead and screw this rod in. Just to be sure, put the leak light back in. Just take a look. Take a little peep. Take a little peek-see. All right. So we just need to make a tiny adjustment here to make that fit. Oh, Aaron, you did the thing. Whenever you say bop, everyone starts singing bop. Bop. You don't even have to really know the words. Yeah, yeah. What a wild song. You know what I remember, speaking of bop and Hanson, obviously super popular when I was a kid. That was my oh, we do have a little leak there we gotta fix. I remember, here you go, Molly. This is gonna blow your mind. In fact, I'll end on this story here because we're almost done here. But I remember Hanson, bop. Back when tapes, cassettes, that's what we had. This was probably middle school for me. And the only way to get it recorded without going to buy it is you can record off the radio. So I would spend all night listening to the local radio station, waiting for that song to come on. And I'd make a mixtape of songs I wanted. So I'd wait and hit record on the cassette and hope, just really hope that you had enough room on that cassette because you had a couple different songs, you know? And I remember waiting and there wasn't enough room on the cassette. Like the last chorus I missed. It was terrible. Ruined my day. You had to record off the radio, Molly. Wild and crazy. Anyways, all right, folks, that's gonna be it for today. Pretty good stopping point on this bass clarinet. I'm just gonna get stuff cleaned up a little bit, and then I'm hitting the road. I gotta go. Wish me luck in Maryland, and next week we'll be back with something else we'll be fixing. Obviously, who knows what? Maybe if you want, come back. Leave a comment on the video on what you want to see, and we'll see you next week, okay? Yeah. Molly, do you want to wave goodbye? Molly says bye, everyone. All right. Have a good one.
Let us help you find your melody at